Hello, everyone. Can we hear me? Is it going through the mic any good? Looking at chat right now. I need at least one person to tell me they can hear. Because if you guys can't hear, then we're in trouble. Because any hearers in chat, any listeners can hear? Is the mic quality good or does it sound horrible? Because I'm testing this new, like the good mic that I use for recording. All right, sick. So everyone can hear. All right, we have a few things on the itinerary today. Because I'm pretty excited. But as the title and thumbnail, okay, perfect. Everyone can hear. Yes, a few things on the itinerary. As the title might have suggested, Beyond Media is changing. And I think we should get straight to business because when people say that, when YouTubers say that, whenever there's like a drop of like, I hate the channel, we're changing, all of a sudden they start making butt. And like every video they put out is just like not a good video. Or like sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like they're locked in. But usually there's like a little bit of like they lose the sauce that made them them and they become like just a junk channel. That is not the goal. Whoops. Beyond Media is not changing in that way. However, what I have done so that we can all maybe get on the same page and we can get excited for this is I have created a slideshow sort of to demonstrate the direction the channel is going so that everyone's on the same page. Can everyone still hear? Are we still good? I just changed the scene and I don't know if the mic is working on both scenes, which means we might be a little bit cooked, but hopefully we're not cooked. Okay, cool. We can still hear. All right, beautiful. All right, I put together a little slideshow presentation. Hopefully you guys can see everything. And when I say Beyond Media is changing, I don't want you guys to think I'm gonna become Mr. Beast or I'm making Mr. Beast style videos. That is not what I'm saying because I don't like Mr. Beast style videos. The guy himself, he seems just like a business guy. Anyway, so you as the audience at home might be thinking, Josh, what do you mean? Beyond Media is like the channel I go to because I'm sick of the slop, which is not what people have told me, but that's what you guys actually have told me in the comments. And you might be thinking, Josh, you're not like the other girls. We don't need more slop creators. Who else is going to put me to bed because I always comment that your voice puts me to bed? And who else is doing it? Who else is going to be doing that for me? No one else on YouTube is doing that for me. And that is all staying. There's nothing about the videos that will be changing in that way. How's it going? We're doing if you're just joining, we're doing a PowerPoint presentation on how the channel is changing. And so you might be thinking, okay, then in what ways are you going to change? Because here's the thing, right? We don't need more slop creators. And that's just the facts, bro. That's just the cold hard facts. Half the videos, even in like the anime essay niche that I see, are like either not very good or they're straight up like you can tell they're cash grabbing or they're trying to niche work. I'm not a fan of it. So what we'll be doing is the wrong slide. That was a different slideshow. We are not, timeout, pause. We are not dumbing down videos, changing the channel identity, or covering Rent a Girlfriend. We won't be doing any of that. None of that is going to be happening in this new year, in the year of our Lord 2026. And that's what I was worried about, people being worried about. We're not changing the heart of the videos. But I'd like to go ahead and turn our attention toward the Beyond Media stat line, sort of. If you had Beyond Media, right, we had a stat line. And we had like, it was like Pokemon. You have this stat, that stat, this other stat. You would think, all right, Beyond Media stat line, pretty good depth. All right, pretty solid depth. They're getting in the weeds. They're analyzing. You know, they're getting things done. Editing, it's okay. it's not taking away from the video, and that's a good thing. The channel could not survive on like hyper edits. We couldn't have a Giga style editing in a video. I don't think anyway. Packaging some butt, man. I gotta be honest. Packaging has been some butt. The titles, thumbnails, they're never usually bangers. I don't put out banger thumbnail titles. It's like there's some sick thumbnails. There are some sick titles, but usually we're not hitting both, and that's a me problem. Writing, solid. All right, that's kind of hand in hand with depth and analysis. The ideas themselves are usually carried by the video topic or Chainsaw Man or basically Fujimoto. Fujimoto is like a mama bird and I'm the little baby bird, or that picture of Pikachu where Pikachu is being nursed and I'm all the little Pikachu's nursing. Humor. Beyond Media videos are not very funny. They are not very funny videos. And I know that's not a bad thing. There are channels like that you go to have a laugh, and there's a channel where it's like you're just here to chill and like get into the weeds. We're not a funny channel, but we need to work on it, because if we have the ability to be funny and chill a little bit, it'll make the serious sections be more real and it'll stand out harder, right? Emotion. I think Beyond Media videos are pretty emotional. I would say so. I would say that. And then tone variety, it's not very good. It's Beyond Media as a channel feels like, have you guys ever read a thriller book where you're reading the thriller book and it's just so like, there's just so much intensity. There's like never room to breathe. There's never anything like where it's like, oh my gosh, we're not almost gonna die. You know what I mean? And books, I mean, unless it's like a novella, right? If it's like a long book or series, if you have a 3-book series, you need those like little breaks. But every Beyond Media video is just like this like super intense, tough thing. And I think having a little bit of like the variety will make the tough parts be more tough. So basically, this is kind of how where I would rank Beyond Media in terms of our stat line. And so everything that's red here is what we're working on, is what we're trying to change. And if I had to put it in one word, I guess it would be two things. So there's like two things I'm working on. The first and the main one going into 2026 is I'd like the videos to be more accessible to more people, because the Beyond Media scopes of videos are pretty niche. And then when we do go out of it, it does well. We do push a little bit more of that accessibility. It does well. The other thing I like to focus on this year is not just accessibility, but also consistency. If you look at the channel, it's all over the place. We're doing all types of things, and that's not a bad thing. I'd like to take a moment, because when creators are like, I'm not happy with what we're putting out, which is kind of what I'm saying. I'm kind of saying I'm not happy with like where we're going and what we're doing. But there's the audience thing, especially before I ever made a video, I would always think creators should just make what they want to make. They should just follow their passion and then it'll work out. And that is like that's the right sentiment, I would say. However, here's the hard truth of the situation. I'm getting older. And by older, I mean I just turned 22. So I'm still young. All right, I'm like not old in the sense of like I'm like 40 or something. However, what it does mean is that the time I only have so many at bats. I only have so many videos I can make. There are only so many times where it's my turn to hit a ball or to try something, and I can't be schizophrenic in like what I'm trying. There has to be an intention behind the swing. So when I do take a swing, it's like a good video and it's creatively fulfilling and I'm passionate about it. I can't just be following passions everywhere, or else I'll be doing a whole lot of nothing. So I'd like to make that clear. I'm not like, we're not doing any of that weird stuff, right? And I definitely agree with the follow your passion thing, but there has to be some sort of balance, because if I don't want to make 20 videos that feel good in the moment and then I look back on it and I'm like, these kind of suck. You know what I mean? I'd like my at-bats, my swings to be really good swings. So accessibility is going to be part of that, making the videos more accessible, making them better. But I'd like to clarify, this is not lowering the ceiling of the videos, but reducing the cost of admission. We don't want videos just because they're more accessible to become dumb. When you think of like the most accessible YouTuber, it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast videos, I don't think I could watch them without like literally not wanting to watch it anymore. I'm like 5 minutes into a Mr. Beast video, and it's just like I can't keep doing this. What do I want? We'll go over that. I have that's in the slides too. But this is the goal. Okay, 2026 focus, accessibility and consistency in what we're delivering, which is better videos. The why. There are a lot of whys, and I'll go through this in terms of least. So I guess I should have done this differently, but one will be least impactful for the decision that we've made to transition the channel, and then 4 will be the most relevant. Number 1, the shift will help the channel grow. Being more accessible to more people will make the videos have more reach, and then ideally the channel will grow. Number 2, it'll let the depth of the videos. I'd like to address this comment before I continue this point. I don't watch Mr. Beast. I've just seen Mr. Beast, right? I feel like a Rent a Girlfriend video would cover all your bases. We'll get back to that. There might be a video where I talk about rags sometime. Anyway, it will help the depth of the video shine, because if there's the contrast thing, right? This is very basic. If it's all just deep analysis, it just feels all muddled together, and your brain eventually will just turn off. If there's a little bit of break between, it'll be like, okay, this is gonna be sick. The analysis, you're going for the accessibility, and it's the information is gonna be approachable instead of feeling intimidating. Because I don't like that. I don't like when like complex or something gets analyzed and then it feels less approachable. Because obviously you're making the video to like connect with people. And so why would you, like, if you make it in a way that like they can't connect to, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like it shoots itself in the foot. Number 3 for the whys, the videos will be better. I believe that this shift, I've gone over with some friends who are also content creators, and we've mapped out a strong direction that we're going. I'm going, basically. And number 4, I can't keep doing this. And what I mean by that is, I'll drop the veil for a second. I work it's not like a normal like YouTuber complains about how hard content creation works, because I have a normal job. Okay, this is like I have a normal job and I'm doing other things. This is like a side thing I'm trying to make work. But if you guys have ever made or written anything that is like super emotionally draining, then you know exactly how like exhausting it feels to be. Mocha, dude, you might be in a bad spot. It's so funny. Anyway, wait. If you guys have ever created something that is like mentally and emotionally draining, it becomes so hard to do that consistently without like a long break, because there's like this period you need to recharge and like try to get yourself together and like re-pour your heart into something. There's a connotation with Beyond Media videos, and it's something I try to do for every video, where it's like, I want the video to change someone's life. Ideally, if someone watched the video and they watched it through, I'd like it to be like, this video changed somebody's life. And we've had, the look back video did that for some people. Like that's the goal. However, when you go into writing or making a video and that's the goal, instead of that being a byproduct of like making the best thing you can make, it becomes a little exhausting and it feels a little disingenuous, because then you start thinking, okay, well, how would this, how do I make this change someone's life? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but being in that mental state all the time for every video, it feels a little pretentious and it's very exhausting. And I think having a style or a frame of video where I get to be personable without having to be like always talking about something insanely heavy or like insanely crazy as like the thing that connects me and the audience would be nice. And I don't think if I keep doing it this way, I think I'll burn out, and then I don't want to burn out. Like that just seems unsustainable for me. So you might be thinking, okay, if this is the goal, this is where we're going, what can I expect? And that's a great question, because that is kind of the point of this video, or the point of this stream. What can I expect? What you guys can expect the main thing that you'll see with the first video of 2026, which is already 90% done, it's a 90% done video, is going to be an updated visual style. And not a complete like visual overhaul. The visual style will be different though. And what I mean by that is Beyond Media videos, as of right now, are pretty bare bones edited and very chill. Because the analysis, the depth of the topic, sometimes the seriousness of the topic itself makes up for a flashy edit. For the Takopi's Original Sin video, that thumbnail has trigger warning in it, and then there's a trigger warning at the beginning. And so the connection for the people who want to watch that video already exists in this, we're going to talk about this super heavy thing. And so the video doesn't really, it wouldn't fit being overly edited and flashy. But again, that makes it so me as the creator has to exist within that mental space while I'm writing and creating the video. Also, I'm aware there's probably a better way to do this. However, I've been doing YouTube for a little over 1 year only. So I just don't have the skill set to basically. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get there. So updated visual style to match sections of the video that are more laid back. And so what I've done is I've put together 5 creators that if you watch them, or if you watched one video, you will see some of their influence in the new year of 2026 Beyond Media videos. And the first is, of course, we're staying the same in a lot of ways. It'll be the overall video feel and the intention and heart of the video will not change from the last year. Or I guess this year, since it's still 2025. It'll still be introspective, analytical, and minimalistic in terms of visual style and the intent of the video. The next thing that you might see influences from is going to be Super Eye Patch Wolf, because what he does, if you guys have watched any Super Eye Patch Wolf video, his ability to thread a journey and tell a story through his analysis or introspection of something else is honestly probably the best I've seen on YouTube. And I would like to be on that, not like bite his flow. I'd like to be on that level. Like when you enter a Beyond Media video, you're confident you're going to get this beautiful scope of just like a video. You're going to be told a story alongside the analysis stuff. And I'd like that I like to feel that way. You guys to feel that way. Next channel you'll see influences from is going to be Wolfie VGC. If no one watches Pokemon, then this will not help you understand. But I've been watching Wolfie since I was 13 or like 13, 14, maybe younger. Because I've been playing competitive Pokemon for a very long time. I stopped recently, like 2 years ago, but I was so deep into competitive Pokemon, it's crazy. Anyway, new Wolfie VGC is incredibly accessible. And what's really great about his channel, if you look at it, is he's the best Pokemon player that has ever walked this earth. The best that's ever walked this earth. You could argue like Ray Rizzo, you can argue other people, but when it gets down to it, it's Wolfie. It's Wolfie VGC. And his videos remain analytical at the highest level while still being approachable. His videos, it's like you're watching a master dumb down something so complex and interesting into something that even someone who really doesn't understand Pokemon that much can watch a Wolfie video and be like, oh, okay, I kind of get what's going on. That's what I'd like. That's the making insight or analysis or something accessible and fun. He's a fun creator. Next channel you'll see is Dupley. I watch a lot of Dupley. Dupley has a very strong channel identity and cool factor. When you see Dupley's channel, every video looks like his video, if that makes sense. When you look at a Beyond Media's channel, it doesn't look like every video is a Beyond Media video, which isn't the video itself is fault. That's like a packaging issue. He uses sound effects and music better than any other creator I've ever watched. Dupley does. And I think it's obviously like he's a music channel, so like maybe he just has that advantage and he just knows. But when you see a Dupley video, there's a reliable experience that you already know you're gonna have going into it. Cool video, it's the music and sound effects are sick. That's the goal. And the last one is Daryl Talks Games. Daryl Talks Games, what I'd like to take from him is how casually personable he is, because I feel like he connects to an audience very strongly in contexts that don't require a lot of vulnerability or depth. And what I mean by that is I don't want my only ability to connect with an audience to be like when I'm sharing something that's like vulnerable or emotional or deep. I like it so that we can bond over, you and I, since like, you know, we're like creator audience, you and me, we can bond over something cool. We can bond over something fun, which is what I think Daryl Talks really nails. Is he can do both. He can bond over something that's deep and serious, and he can bond over something that's like chill and fun. And so those 5 channels is what we're pulling from going into the new year, or what I'm pulling from going into the new year. And let's go over some of the pros and cons of this, because there are going to be positives and negatives with every change and everything, but we have to make some growth or else we're going to be stagnant, and then it's going to be miserable for everybody. Pros, they're going to be better videos. I guarantee they're going to be better videos. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think that. The videos would be more fun. The analysis will be deeper because I'm getting just better at writing, and the topics will be better. I guarantee the topics will be better. Cons, let's talk about cons though, because these can get kind of sticky. There will probably be less videos. When I was talking earlier about having only so many at bats, this is kind of what I was getting to, is that you can only have so many swings in your lifetime in anything, which means the swings you do take, there has to be some sort of like diligence and intentions behind them. So there may be less videos. 2, there may be some growing pains. There may be growing pains in the sense that the channel might not do as well for a little bit. We might suck and drop a video that is like a little bit of butt, but it is what it is. The growing pains are a part of the growing. That's why it's like called a growing pain. And the last con is I might fail, and that just might mean I suck butt. That just might be a me issue. I don't make the video very well, and that's different than growing pains where the video is good, but like there's a struggle. I might fail just means I might suck as a creator, which is like, it might happen. It might happen. I just gotta be honest, because this is something I've never done. I've only been making YouTube videos for 1 year, a little over 1 year, and the growth that we've had in 1 year doesn't match up the experience I had, which is a blessing. Like, we've been very blessed on YouTube, but that's just how it is. Finally, thank you all for attending the update. That is pretty much going to be it for the update. I'm excited for the new year, man. There's a lot planned. I already have 6 videos that are in the realm of where I want to go, and then 1 is complete, and the other one I'm 100,000,000% confident is going to be a really good video. So that's kind of where we are. Thank you so much for attending. Now moving on, there's more than one segment for the stream today because there's more than one thing that I want to do. Now we're going to chill a little bit because we've gone over the heavy stuff, the big transition. Thank you everyone in chat for saying I never suck and or I'll cook. I'm confident I will. I think it'll take time. The videos will be longer. Play a game or something. We have something better than a game. We have something better than a game. In 2025, Beyond Media, I uploaded, I think, 24 videos. So it's like a video every 2 weeks or so. 3 of them got blocked, which means we don't really know how they would have done, which sucks. 3 videos getting blocked is miserable because that's like at least a week's worth of work, or 3-5 worth of work. We hide pace. Mocha, is that your alt? Are you hating on yourself from your own alt? Because I feel like that's something you would do. I feel like you would hate on yourself from your own alt, but maybe that's not true. Anyway, speaking of the uploads, when is the part 2 video coming out, fam? That's a good question. We should actually open the floor of questions. Part 2 video will come out before the end of the year. 100% before the end of the year. There is a little bit of like resistance. What happened was I got sick in writing. Like, I got super sick. So it is what it is. Part 2 video hopefully within the next couple of days. And then definitely before the end of the year, guys. Don't worry, because people have been asking where's the part 2 video. I've been asking where's the part 2 video. I mean, the streets don't even know. We don't even know where it is. Espresso in chat, taking a while to edit the part 2 video. It is what it is, guys. It happens. It happens. It's gonna be a good video. I think the video is gonna be around 50 minutes. I just finalized some thumbnails for it, so it's gonna be hype. The videos got blocked because yeah, that's gonna be before 2026. So that was made before I did any of this channel stuff. Oh, another thing that I see that I'm gonna address real quick that I see in a lot of comments is like, is there a Patreon? Is there gonna be a Patreon? There's not gonna be a Patreon for the time being, simply because I have no idea what I would put on Patreon. Genuinely, there's nothing in my mind that is worth a Patreon. If I made a Patreon for $2 and what I gave you guys was like advanced viewing of a video 2 days in advance, I know people do that, and I'm very fine with that. I just couldn't do it, and I can't. It just feels so wrong. It doesn't feel wrong when other people do it. When other people do stuff like that, I don't really care. It's like, whatever, like, just do your thing. For me personally, I just wouldn't feel right doing it. So if we do have a Patreon, it'll be because I think there's something worth the $5 on there. Anyway, moving on. What we do have is a tier list of every video from 2025. So here we are. We have every video from 2025 that we uploaded, except for 2 that got blocked that we don't know how they would have done. Because those ones, I don't want to rate them because I'd like to maybe remake them in the future, since I think the ideas, or like part of the ideas, were good. Land of the Lustrious. I like it quiet. I just want to recommend Land of the Lustrious. I've heard about that. I'll write it down after stream. Anyway, full tier list of every video that had some time to come out this year, in order of upload, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna rank them. But what we should do beforehand is define each tier. I know it's like a self-critiquing tier list, a little bit of retrospective, right? And so S tier, we're gonna say S tier is like the closest. It has, let's say S tier is rewatchable, the closest to where the channel's going, and just the best video of the best video we made. A tier is gonna be like, it's a good video. It's a really good video. It's a really good video for the channel. All this is within the channel standard. Okay, don't compare this to like another channel that's better than our channel, like Super Eye Patch Wolf or DL Talk. We can't compare to other channels because we should compare us to us and like our potential. So S is gonna be peak beyond media video. A is gonna be really good video. B is solid video, not a bad video. C is the video is kinda, it's fine. It's an okay video, not super watchable, not the greatest idea, everything. And the D is just, D is a bad video. Just so we're clear. The first video we uploaded this year was the Pochita is not the Chainsaw Devil video. That video, the theory I think is fun. That was me testing making a fun video before I knew how to make a fun video. So it was like, oh, this will be cute. Like, it's a theory video. The streets love Chainsaw Man. It'll be so much fun. It was not. It was not how I would approach making a fun video. I would say this is a B tier video. I think the video itself is good. For the channel, it was kind of, I would say it's a B tier video. It doesn't really impact the channel. It doesn't leave the audience with something that's like, wow, that changed my life. It's like, wow, that was an interesting theory. You know what I mean? It's not like Beyond Media wasn't established yet as like what we wanted. The Goodbye Airy video did horribly. The Goodbye Airy video performed horribly, and it wasn't super well made, because that was the first video that, I'm pretty sure that was the first video I ever wrote about a manga, and I did not write it in a way that made the editing easy. The editing was like almost impossible to do because I just didn't know how to write the video. So it was a bit tricky. And then the intention of the video, it was just like, it was not very well executed. It felt personal in a comfy way. I'm glad you felt that way. I don't know. I'm gonna put it behind the Pochita video, because I feel like even back then, if someone in my friend group watched the video before I uploaded it and told me you can do better than this. Oh, the ghetto video that got taken down. I forgot about that. That was not this year. That was last year. Can you believe that, by the way? That was last year. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, because the Gojo video's not here. Yeah, that was last year. Oh my gosh, dude, years are going by way too quick. I put that in B. Um, the most important relationship in Chainsaw Man, aka the Power and Denji video, that got this video, by the way, it got motion on Twitter and Instagram. I found my personal Instagram account got a reel because on my personal account, obviously I follow a bunch of Chainsaw Man pages, and on a reel on a reel on my main page, there was a reel talking about this video. And it was crazy because like, dude, I made that. I'm gonna put that in A because I felt like the analysis was really good. I felt like there was something to take away from it. Got a lot of motion on Twitter. It got a lot of hate on Twitter, but it actually got a lot of defense on Twitter too. So I'm gonna put that one in A tier. I definitely think that was a really good like character analysis. I'm very proud of that video. The Aki video. I'll put Aki video in. It was definitely better than the Pochita video. I don't think it was as good as the Power and Denji video. I don't. Oh, I can't hate on the Goodbye Eri vid, dude. Goodbye Eri is such a good manga. I really hope. I think that's like the one thing that hasn't been adapted yet, and that and Fire Punch, dude. Those two need to get adapted, especially Goodbye Eri. I'm gonna put this one here. I think it's better than the Pochita video in terms of what I wanted to make, because this is just like a fun video executed kind of midly. This is just like this is like a solid video. I feel like. Got a Bibliomania is not gonna be in a bad position. Thanks for tapping in. Have a good one, man. This next one, when a protagonist is forced to kill, I feel was better than the Aki video. I'll put that top of B. Because I definitely felt like it was still intimate like the Aki video was, but it had that broader like appeal that was more interesting. There's more to contrast. So I'll put that one in B tier. I was pretty happy with that. The idea was good. That was when we started testing. That was a video where we tested humor in a way that was better than how we tested it in the Pochita video. The Bible predicted Chainsaw Man is a C tier video. It's not a very good video. The theory is okay. The theory was stronger before the chapters came out. That was right before we uploaded, so it ruined the theory a little bit. And it's just not a very good video in terms of like what you take away from it. It's like the Pochita video, except it was done worse, unfortunately. And it's a theory video. It's like a random theory video. It was just not a very good video. The hidden nature of shonen manipulators is something that this video was called. This was a bad video. I just gotta be honest. This video's script was not very good. The editing wasn't very good. The idea wasn't very good. It was just like, it was like D across the board, and then it didn't even do well. So it was just like a butt video, unfortunately. No anime rates love like Chainsaw Man. This was a good video. This is probably top of B. I think this was top of B. I feel like it was it was I think this video, I think when a protagonist is forced to kill is a better video conceptually, but I think in terms of execution, the Himeno video was better. So I'll put the Himeno video at top of B. The anime, or what was this video title called? The video title was awful. It was a bad title. It was called something like it was a bad title. It was something like The Devastating Reality of Loneliness in Anime. It was not a good title. But the video itself, I think is A tier video. I think this is an A tier video. Loneliest to Anime and Senior Scum. Speaking of senior, so yeah, Loneliest to Anime I think is an A tier video. I think if I packaged that video better and I made the video better, it would have been a better okay, obviously like grass is green. If I made the video better, it would have been a better video. But you guys know what I mean. When you see yourself in a character, this is the closest to what I want beyond. So when you think of Beyond Media in 2026, I want you to think of when you see yourself in a character, but better. Just that video dialed up ×3. Because that is the best video we made this year. When you see yourself in a character was the perfect blend of like of everything except like humor. The packaging was good, the delivery was good, the script was good, the editing was good. All of it was good. So that is our best video this year. Far and away the best video this year. How are we doing today? We're doing good. We went over a PowerPoint on the direction of the channel that will be made into a second channel video so that everyone who wants to see it can see it. And now we're doing a 2025 video tier list. Seeing yourself in a character, I feel is like the highlight of the year. That was definitely the highlight of the year. That was me. You guys know, like when you're doing a skill, like when you're doing something, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, like you will make something or do something that exceeds your skill level, and it's like, oh my god, how did I do that? Maybe it's like singing. You hit like a really good note, or when you're drawing, you draw like a really good hand or something, but you just can't recreate it. That's how I feel when you see yourself in a character. Is everything kind of hit? Everything went really good, and then when I posted the video and I watched it, I was like, that video was so good. I don't think I can recreate it, which is a good thing because it obviously you're like, I'm pushing it, but I would reverse engineering how that video worked was a tough one. But that was definitely the best video. Far and away the best video we made this year, and it's not even close, I think. The illusion of flawed characters, I'm gonna put this one in D. It's definitely better than this video. The thumbnail and the concept is really good. I think I missed on the packaging because the idea was the video topic would be different than the video thumbnail and title, and it would be clickbait on purpose. And the title being, and the text on the thumbnail being, "You're being manipulated," would be like, you would realize like when you're watching the video and the video is not exactly what you expected, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is the exact thing he's talking about in the video right now. And it would be like, oh, this is so sick. But then people commented like, this video's title and thumbnail is not what the video is about. And that was like kind of the point, but I think I missed it. I think the concept was good. Execution, once again, not very good. Sometimes I take points from your videos for my essays on Chainsaw Man. Dude, rip him, dude. Rip any, like, just rip the points. I don't have any qualms with it. Because that's the point of it. The point of it is just make it more accessible. So rip anything you want. The mentors video. Mentors video, I think, is an A tier video. I was really happy with that video. That's another one where it's like the topic's broad, but having Askeladd at the end, like for the big setup and punch, I thought was so fun. I'm gonna put that one in A tier. Mocha probably gave you bad advice, dude. Mocha, I mean, that guy, accidentally leaked my DMs, bro. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Yeah, the mentors video I felt like was a really good video. I think there's a format there I didn't capitalize on. I think when this video did well, it would have been cool to see like this video style for more topics, but I just didn't capitalize on it. Is this an A tier video, guys? Has anyone seen this video in chat right now? Do you guys think this is an A tier video? Be honest. I can't tell if it is or not. Because I think like in concept, it's a good video. Maybe this is another execution or packaging issue. I would say though, it goes band for band with, does it though? Yeah, you would say A tier. I would say A tier too. Because I would say A tier just because of the ending part of it, Askeladd, I was so happy. You didn't see that one? That's okay, don't worry about it. The Takopi's Original Sin video. I think this is an A tier video. I'm gonna put that above this one. How I found your channel. Top of B, super solid, but it didn't really hit like that. Which one? This one? Josiah? Espressi? The mentors video? I can see top of B for mentors. Not B. Yeah, mentors top of B is good. I think I agree with that. It's not quite A tier. Something's holding it back, but it's just like something's wrong with the video, but I couldn't sniff out what it is. Takopi's Original Sin. Oh my gosh, what a good show. I just can't believe, guys, I read Takopi as Topoki when I was reading the manga, and I literally couldn't get it out of my head that I wrote everything as Takopi. Out of 10, that was definitely like a 9 out of 10 for me. 8.5, 9 out of 10. First Takobi original that I've ever seen. Dude, I was really happy with this video. I think this is an A tier video because it was like the analysis was good, the takeaway was good. I was so proud of the script. I was so proud of the editing. So that's an A tier video for me. I think it's not better than Loneliness. Is this top of A? Josiah, where would you put this? Maybe he's not here. Maybe he's not here anymore. I'm gonna leave it top of A just because I felt like I feel like the emotional impact of this video was so high and it was such a good video. The My Hero video, the My Hero Academia video was really good, but it got blocked before Power and Dennis. I agree with that. I'm gonna put the My Hero video right here because that video was so good, but it got blocked, unfortunately. And I guys, I've tried to re-upload it. I really have. It's just there's been so many issues. Every time I try to re-upload it, there's like 18 million new issues, and there'll be a copyright claim for legitimately like 1 second. And it's like 1 second of nothing. And it's like, what do you even mean? And it's also not even Studio Bones, it's Toho Animation. So what is Toho Animation copyrighting my video for? You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Toho and Bones are different. Like, they're not owned by the same thing. Final episode of My Hero, or final season of My Hero was really good. You're right. So I'm gonna do that. This video was called In Chainsaw Man, The Monster Is You. Again, this is a video that the concept's really good. The packaging was not good. The packaging is so narrow, but the video idea is good. I'm gonna put this top of B. I'm gonna put this one and the JJK video top of B. The monster had an interesting topic. The monster had an interesting topic. Yeah, it was. Like that topic was so good. Like that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about, right? The topic of the video is like, oh my gosh, that's such a good topic. I just fumbled it. I just fumbled the topic, and it's like, it's so annoying. Loneliness was, I think I'd agree with that actually. I think you're right. I Love the Monster Is You. I know that was a very divisive video because we had people in the comments being like, what is this video even talking about? And then other people being like, oh my gosh, this video is so fire. I think it's like, it was an execution thing because it should be, like, again, that should be info and insight accessible. That we just didn't have this year. So put the top of B because I feel like the potential was there. I also put the Gojo JJK video in like high B. Because I don't think it was as good as the My Hero video. Just wanted to come in and say I love you. Thank you, bro. Thanks for tapping in. The Abyss Tears Back quotes. I know, dude. I was so proud of that. But I just feel like I should have. There's a better way to do it. Is all I'm saying. This video, The Suffocation of Hope in Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna put this one in C because the high C because the message of the video is good. Everything else is awful. Every other part of this video, aside from the messaging, is not very good. Did you see the new Denji form? I did see the new Denji form. I'm caught up. You guys, part 2 is so good. Like I know I'm spoiling kind of the topic of the part 2 video. The part 2 script, or sorry, the part 2 of Chainsaw Man is so good. It is such a good. Yeah, this video was kind of mid. It was just like, again, this is one where the topic was good. I just like the video itself was bad, which sucks. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. You take your L's. Bibliomania. Here's the thing about the Bibliomania video. It did super poorly. As a video, I think it was really strong though. Like, this video performed so bad, but I felt like this was a good video. I'm going to put this bottom of A because I do think this is one of the best videos we made. Suburban Will in my chat room. Oh my goodness. What a fan. Dude, I'm a big fan. Suburban Will in the chat, guys. Say hi to Will. I really like this video. Super, super cool. We're going to Beyond B. Yeah, guys, I agree. Like I agree that this video was like really good. You know what I mean? Like this video was like, in terms of just the video, was so fire. Everything else, like the packaging. Also, guys, that's the first solo project I edited. I'm gonna put this top of A. I truly believe that. That was the first solo video I edited. So if you guys don't know, when Beyond Media started, I wrote everything and did the packaging, and then Espressi in the chat right now, he edited all the videos. And then I slowly started to learn how to edit, and the Bibliomania video was the first video I completely solo edited everything myself. So I guess it's like the first video I truly edited. I'd done a little bit of editing. I edited a little bit of the Aki video. I edited a little bit of the My Hero video, but the Bibliomania was full my edit. So top of A, I'm happy with top of A. I really believed in that video. I think it could have been S tier if I executed better, even though it performed way worse than all these other videos. Excuse me. This video is another one where the concept's so good, and even the video itself was really good, but it wasn't thorough enough. I'm gonna put this high B. High B, I'll put that one. Because here's the thing, right? This video was really close to being really good. I think it's packaged a little narrow, and also I got a lot of comments being like, why would you compare like I don't know why I'm giving them a voice, but a lot of comments where it's like, why would you compare manga to like authorship, where you should compare manga to comics? And I understand the point that's making, because obviously like it's like America's comics or Japan's manga. However, the more I looked into like at least what I understand of the comic industry, it's very different than manga. And also it's very different in terms of how people critique it. Unless you're really deep into comics, the average thing is like, if a comic comes out and it's not as good, you blame the organization that produces the comic, because the people working on the comic, just like in manga, I guess there's a whole team, but it's not like there's one person whose story it is and everyone else is working on it. There's a collaborative effort to make the comic, and so you'll have like four writers, four page artists, four colorers, and that's how, like, from what I understand, that's how the structure works. Whereas in manga, there's like the one guy, and then he's in charge of like the 4 or 3 other guys that like make his vision come to life. So it's like a different thing. Like when you see a bad Batman thing come out, you don't really think like, who was the author of this? You think, dude, DC fumbled again. Or if you see a bad Marvel comic, it's like, dude, Marvel can't write comics anymore. So whereas if you see a bad, it's like that comics, yeah, and it's just like it's just like a totally different like marketability, usually genre. Comics is like, you wouldn't blame, like the reason I compared authors in the West and mangaka in the East is because there's one guy. If a book comes out, yes, he had editors, yes, he had beta readers, yes, he had that thing, but ultimately you blame the author for the bad book. And it's the same with for the mangaka. But for a comic, you would be like, it's not the one comic guy, because there's like 8 million people working on one comic. And then when they drop a comic, it's usually in the line with like a whole storyline of other comics. And so I felt like it was a really bad comparison. But so many people in the comments were like, why would you ever compare mangaka to authors when you can compare them to comics? When structurally, the way I was looking at it is authors and mangakas with one guy with a team, whereas comics are a company with a team, which is a totally different thing. And I felt like the video was good. It was just packaged too narrow, and I didn't explain that as well. So I felt like it could have been an S tier video, but it was just a bad video. The Reezy video, I did see the Chainsaw Man teaser. That is such a good trailer. I love that trailer. Definitely the best trailer I've seen from them. I was just like, such a cool trailer. The Razor video, I'll put Razor video at top of B. Razor video was peak. Do you guys think it was peak? Do you guys think it's A tier? I think I was just so worried because it was so late to the drop. A tier is fine though. I'm happy with A tier. I don't know if it was as good as the My Hero video. He just joined. What do you mean by it's changing? Don't worry, Goat. So it's basically, I went through a whole PowerPoint presentation. I went through a whole PowerPoint presentation for why everything's changing. There will be, I'm going to make a second channel video for it. So if you missed anything, it'll be edited on a second channel video that I'll post later. So you'll be able to see everything. But basically, videos are going to be probably less frequent, bigger scope, better editing, everything. And like, that's the elevator pitch. Mid A, low A. I'm seeing a lot of mid to low A's for the Razor video. All right, here's the question. Would you guys put it above the loneliness video? I don't know if you would. I got you, Penguin Boss. I don't know if you would put this above. You would not put it above the loneliness. Agreed. Okay, so it's low. Okay, low A. I'm cool with low A. I think low A is good. And then finally, this is one of the 2 thumbnails I'm testing for the part 2 video. I think the part 2 video will be an S tier video, even though it's not out yet. That's what I believe in my heart. I believe it's an S tier video. In fact, guys, I'll show you guys the thumbnails ahead of time because I'm kind of happy with them. There is that thumbnail, which you like can't even see. So let me get a better quality of it. There's so many files on my computer. It's like awful. All right, so there's this thumbnail. Do you guys see that? So there's this thumbnail. This is thumbnail number 1 that I'm going to be testing. I'm kind of pumped for this thumbnail. I think it's cool. And then the second thumbnail that I'm going to be testing, because what you can do, guys, and a lot of people comment about this, you can test 3 different thumbnails at the same time. So people are always like, you just changed the thumbnail. What usually happened is that they saw the video again, and then the second thumbnail is this one. I think they're both cool. I think they're both cool thumbnails. So we'll see how it goes, but I do think it'll be S tier. But that's why it's here, even though the video's not out, because the video was supposed to be out, but it didn't happen. So it is what it is. But yeah, those are the 2 we're looking at. And this is the ranking for the Beyond Media videos. I'm pretty sure, guys, if you just take this, you guys can make your own. So what I think I'll do is I'll go to YouTube, and then what we can do is I can make this so that everyone can do this. I'm pretty sure. Posts. Did you watch? What should we watch? A lot of Beyond Media. Here's a tier list to rank all the videos of 25. And then you guys should be able. Let me reset it. Does that matter? In our community? Hopefully that works. It should be a publicly available. If I click the link, does that work? It does. Stick. Now everyone can do it. First is better. First is more vibrant. Sorry, I like literally wasn't even looking at this chat. First is better, more vibrant. I think the first. I don't know, guys. I think they're both solid. I don't know which one will win, but I think I'd be happy with both. I'm pretty proud of them. I made them both on Canva because I don't know. Canva warrior. I want to analyze animes and the works of fiction. Don't have a chain of thought. I can't read it. What I feel on a piece of paper. Dude, I feel that. I feel that a lot. I would say just start. If you're trying to build up the skill, I would say start with the character. Like pick one character you like and write a paper on them, and then from there you'll like start to see like where you're weak, where you're strong, like what you could be working on. Yeah. That's out. This is the tier list. I think it's pretty good. Not bad. Hopefully next year, guys, there'll be just as much, maybe a little less videos, and the next year we can do this again and see if we've gotten better. Because having 2 videos in D and 2 in C, not goated. I'd like for them to all be AS tier. But yeah, that's leg 2 of the stream. Now, segment 3 of the stream is this even worth it? Guys, okay, wait. Who here listens to nerdcore music, guys? Does anyone here do that, or is that just like a me thing? If you guys don't know what nerdcore is, then we're cooked. Then I'm like truly chronically online. Dorodoro, dude, I have to watch Dorodoro. I've heard Dorodoro's good. 4 a.m. Dude, take it easy, bro. Sleep well. Does anyone listen to nerdcore, guys? Am I cooked? Well, if no one does, what is it? It's like music that is nerd adjacent. You guys have never heard of nerdcore? Dude, I've been on the internet for too long. I was there. Like Rustage, Daddy Fat Snaps, Shofu. You guys know who Shofu is, bro. Anybody heard of Shofu? Shofu was like the OG. What are the OGs? There's also, I think his name was MC Cantrelot. MC Cantrelot was like the OG. There's Fable. There's, you guys have heard of Dan Bull? No? Dude, I'm getting the internet old because I was there. Let me see here. Pokemon Cypher 2013. Dude, the Pokemon Cypher 2013 was so fire. This was 12 years ago. I was how old? I was 10. Dude, I was 10 years old when this dropped, bro. You guys don't even understand. So this was a bunch of big YouTubers at the time who were in the Pokemon sphere. They got on a rap cipher. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's just what happened. And I'm not here to like argue about whether or not it happened, because it did. And this was like OG nerdcore.
You're gonna need an ether. I'm like a Caesar.
You guys have never seen this?
Beat the Elite Four, master of the creatures. They should call you minimize.
Your talent's hella small. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. This was like OG back in the day. There's nerdcore nowadays. There's Rustage. So Rustage makes like anime raps, right? Or like nerd adjacent raps. This video right here, dude, I'm a super fan, bro. Dude, I feel like I'm schizophrenic because I've been in this for so long. The D&D class rap cipher, this was so tough. I listened to it so many times already. They rap as if they're like part of that D&D class.
Damage, spit ice, but they only spit can gems. Devastation, they set a flame, call it evocation. Every spell I'm making intelligent monsters education. Better test my patience, I'm sending stones at the weather station.
That is so tough, you guys. That is so tough. And I'm tired of pretending it's not tough. It's so sick. And I talked about it in this video, but I got blocked, unfortunately. But it's so sick. I mean, rap is my favorite genre of music. Don't call me Unk, guys. I'm 22. I turned 22 a few months ago. I'm Unk because I was just on the internet earlier than you are, and that's just how it is, bro. The 3DS had internet access, and I was watching so much YouTube. Jay Witz, dude. So I used to watch a ton of Jay Witz, and that's how I learned about this. How is this tough? You guys just wouldn't get it.
Did you know?
Dude, so Jay Witz was the OG. I was watching Jay Witz when I was like barely even alive, right? Anyway, all that's to say, I'm making a second video about this. I'm making a video about this because I'm gonna find my people. I can't believe nobody. You listen to Rustage? Yeah, dude, Rustage is nerdcore. Rustage is like, he's like the true king of nerdcore, or at least he was for a long time. I think he still is. Anyway, this is a second channel video anyway, and we're doing chill things. All right, I'm bringing you guys into the fold. I'm bringing y'all into the fold since you guys don't know. I'm like a little bit of a. I'm like, what is it called? I'm a co-recruiter. Some would say. Artist of the year. This is gonna be all like the categories in nerdcore. I've been watching these award show. I don't know if Schwabity and Trulia are still hosting, but Schwabity and Trulia Villain, I think they hosted their first one like in 2021 or something. Yeah, Rush is the okay. Yeah, maybe you guys know Rustage from his D&D campaigns, because that he's also popular for that. Rustage 2, he does. I'm not even subscribed. He does like D&D campaigns here. Maybe you guys know him from that, but he's a rapper. Like that's his thing. You will find no people. You guys have no hope, bro. We can't be looking at me being like, oh, you listen to nerdcore. Oh, that's the one of your genres you listen to. And then it's like it's like a pot calling like kettle black situation. It's like, guys, you guys are watching anime videos on Chainsaw Man. I'm making Chainsaw Man videos, bro. This is like it's not a far leap to be like, oh, he listens to nerd music. Guys, we're all nerds together. That's all of us. Anyway, read each line carefully. I'm very excited. Nerdcore award show. Artist of the Year pick 2. For me, it's E. I think, even though Rustage is my favorite, I feel like he had a little bit of a weaker year this year, guys. Honestly. And I know I just need you guys to trust I know what I'm talking about. He had a good year. He has some bangers, dude. I think it's Fable or DPS. And I believe that about this. Fable or DPS this year. Breakout Artist of the Year. Maybe the real nerdcore was the friends we made along the way. You guys just have to give it a chance. If you guys like rap music or like music in general, there's someone there for you, bro. There's someone there. I can guarantee you there's someone there for you. But rap it's already been my favorite genre. My favorite rapper of all time, probably MF Doom. If you guys have listened to MF Doom, you guys will understand the artistry, guys. He's like the LeBron of this. DSO Buns. Breakout Artist of the Year pick 2. I think it's Sonora and Kaze. I think it's them two. Glitch Whisper and Nina Hope are good, but Honora was so sick. Honora has such like a good range, and I love Kaze's voice, dude. Best song of the year. Song of the year. You guys won't even know, bro. Superman, for me, there's only one that can really. I don't get MF Doom. I feel that though. I feel that. Too abstract. That's the gripe. Too abstract. Is he abstract, chat? I guess so. I can see that. Best song of the year. For me, it's Unholy Hymn. And I almost feel like bad picking another song. This is a metal song or like a metal rock song. J-pop is where actual peak is. I've listened to some J-pop. I've J-popped around. I've seen it. Unholy Hymn was my favorite song this year, and it's not even close. Favorite song, favorite rap out of everything out of the nerdcore sphere. Unholy Hymn was my favorite, and I'm happy that it's here for song of the year. The second one, I don't know. I'll give it to Superman. Food is greater than Mad Villainy. Oh my gosh. You're right, Tyron. Oh my gosh, you're right. And you know what's crazy about how right you are? Is whenever I say that, it's always like, Mad Villainy is, and you know what's crazy is, you know what? You're right, Tyron. And I agree with you. And I'm glad we're on the same page with this. It's a better album. It just is. And I know, like, Mad Villainy, okay, it's like arguing like peak with, and then peak with gold on it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like Mad Villainy is awful or anything. I'm going to give Song of the Year to Unholy Hymn. I hope it wins. Cypher of the Year, Don Cypher, Leaders of History Cypher, Marvel Rivals, Cuphead, Phantasmagoria, My Money Long Like a Leg, The Encyclopedia. You guys don't even know, bro. My Money Long Like was something like 4 years ago. It was like 4 years ago. My Money Long Like a, like it was a song like, guys, you guys don't even believe me, bro. My Money Long Like a Leg. When did this song come out? 4 years ago this came out. Yeah, and then they remade it. It was like, yeah, 4 years ago. My Money Long Like a, and it was like everyone got like 16 bars and they had to start the verse with like My Money Long Like, and then it would be like a leg. Man, y'all wouldn't even know. Cypher of the Year though, it was the Don Cypher and the Leaders of History Cypher. Chat, am I cooked? Iris I was most listened to it 1855. No, you're not cooked. Iris I was a great song. I think it's Leaders of History or the Don Cypher. I think Don Cypher will win, and I think it deserves it. Reactor of the Year. I don't watch many reactors, to be honest, guys. I don't watch reaction content, period. What I have seen of it, I do like X-Phase, and I do like Darnell Bradley. You guys don't even know who I'm talking about, but if I see somebody who, The idea is when this second channel posts, I gotta find someone in the audience who watches, who's like, who knows what I'm talking about, and then they're gonna comment on this video and be like, I know what you're talking about, and it's gonna be so sick. Pick 3. Shoot, I don't even watch 3. What did you, Dave? I remember Dave. I like Dave a lot. Editor of the year is gonna be Jupe and Haruko. I really like Chris G. Bro is talking to himself, guys. Yeah, if you guys want to send the video tier list, either you can join the Discord, which Josiah, could you drop the Discord in the chat, or you guys can go to visit community. So you go to Beyond Media, you go to post, you go to visit community, and then anyone can make a post here. Not just me, anyone's allowed to. So if you want to share it, you can post here as well. Jupe and Haruko are my top 2. These are editors. Best visual work on music videos. I really like Chris G, but I like Jupe and Haruko more. Best rapper of the year, pick 3. This is hard, guys. Because here's the thing, right? Dizzy. Okay, I'm gonna lock Dizzy. I don't think it's Black Diamonds. I don't think it's Peso. I wouldn't put Mari on there. Mix Williams is so good though. Was that this year? Close enough. Mix Williams is such like a good rapper.
You gotta be crazy, but you don't talk, but it don't get trained. You wanna be little bitch, cause I'm actually too you can get this work, this occupation. Check your level, bro, we not adjacent. Did it on my own, so I can say shit. Critics sleeping
like that 4 syllable, oh my gosh, so sick.
me not awaken, world chaotic, place stay in pockets. I'm shaking constant like the bass is knocking. Don't make it sound. If I'm coming round, I'ma put you down if you raising conflict. And my aim hypnotic, nightmares tend to come alive.
My aim hypnotic, dude.
In the dungeon, eyes on me when I'm out in public.
Aim hypnotic, I'm in public, dude. Crazy, bro. I'm gonna put Mix there. Dripstick, would you put Drip in top 3? I know you guys don't know. I know you guys don't know if Drip is top 3. I'm thinking about whether or not Drip is top. It is tough, bro. It's low. It's tough, guys.
The combat different when I get the punching. Knuckle sandwich like primary lunches. Don't give me my flowers, they dying in bunches. Better get to know me. If you think we homies, quit making assumptions.
Okay, Dripstick. It's so good. You guys are pre not liking. Let me get to. Okay, wait.
I get the pack, then we pull while
This
I
is
steal from afar.
okay. This is Dripstick, guys.
No rookie on par. Hit him while I steal from afar. It's Warlock, I'm locked in. You shouldn't aspire. Like Pokemon, I get the pack, then we pull in his card. Single target, so I'm aiming right. Taking his life off a dice roll, playing precise. Oh, he dissing dream visions, he waking at night. I got a patron on me, but who is paying the price? And you know my fiends might pop up, catch you. T-Bell, how this beans better, Baja blast you.
It's just so. It's just like he's really good. I think it's between Drip. I'm gonna put Drip. It's gonna be Dizzy, Drip, and Mix. It's gonna be Dizzy, Drip, and Mix, because Drip also had Drip had so many like good solo songs, and he had a lot of great features. He rounded out.
Could have sleep. And who am I trying to what is the son to a founding father? Lead teams whoop feet and I could have sleep. And who am I trying to me so I wouldn't speak? And when I do a true beast, what's some more than teeth? Okay, post war, they didn't give me a place. I surveyed land and now I'm off of the map. Delegation, how I'm rocking the stage. With nasty rains like intolerable acts. Go up in the tug out since past time. I'm a raw while on the field, hearing shots fired. Delaware River, the flow, you couldn't cross high. And even as a little
He's so tight with it. I'm gonna put Drip. Drip is gonna be okay. Dizzy, Drip, Mix. I'd be happy if any 3 of them won. Is this really Unk music? It's not Unk music. You guys are, dude. It's Unk. You guys are thinking I'm Unk because I'm 22, guys. I'm not Unk. It is not Unk music. He's rapping as George Washington. And also, this scheme is so sick. No, I've been the top dog since Pops died. I'm a Rottweiler on the field hearing shots fired. Hello? Insanity, bro. Insanity. Best singer of the year. I'm going to go Fable or Acadia McGuire. Fable I think should win Artist of the Year. But I'm such a huge Fable fan. It's crazy. This is Fable. If you guys don't know about Fable, I'll be putting y'all on, bro.
Hit him with a zip zip. Now he's going drip drip. If I want it better, I'm gonna take it out of this shit. What the fuck you mean? You don't wanna spend eternity with me living the dream? This shit is really obscene. Cause when the blood runs clean and they beg and they please, you now normally only hell let them die on their knees and shit. I became the drugs of poison. Time to roll the dice. I'm lonely. Shadows in the night. Hide me from the light. This is my crime. Unholy.
Fable's my number one, bro. Fable or Arcadia's good too. Acquire, but I'm gonna stick with these three. Best lyricist of the year: Rustage, The Man Be His Law. It's not even close. The Man Be His Law. The Man Be His Law's pen is How have I never seen it? I don't know, you guys. You guys are living under a rock, or maybe I'm under the rock. The Man Be His Law's pen game is so filthy. It's crazy. Listen to this.
More might can be born before the light. There's grow tired of the board. Lauren enticed them with gold classic galore. Morning to night, with course lights on the floor. Don't drink and drive, boat. Fuck or deal with female, even on power. Y'all flower TVC. I'm sit all alright at the fun. I'll be the semen. I've been on balance. I'll tell.
The syllables, his syllables are always so perfect. It's always a perfect syllable. Like his oh, it's just so solid. I would say Rustage, The Man Be His Law. Best producers of the year: Freshie Canal, Omar Came Up. Freshie Canal, Omar Came Up is good. I haven't heard. I mean, just Freshie's so good. I think it's not even close. Best album EP of the year. Wow, this is crazy. I was not expecting these to be the albums of the year. I thought I guess Peso's here. Peso's album was good. I'm gonna say Mixtape Mari and then Peso's album were probably the top two. If some of these guys weren't nerdy like us, they might be really popular. I mean, some of them are big, right? Like Rustage has reaction. Hello. Rustage has 1.6 million, and then Daddy Fat Snaps has almost 600K, and they get good views too. So like maybe like I do think like yeah, they're definitely like really good, just like technically. Streamer of the year, literally no idea. Don't watch any of these streams. I have to pick two though. I'm gonna put King, and I've seen a couple Velocity streams. Fan favorite, Zach B. But Zach B don't even be making music anymore. When was the last time Zach B dropped, bro? 5 months ago. But he's still my fan favorite. So Zach B, fan favorite. All right, voting is complete. The Leaders of History Cypher was so good, you guys. You guys don't even know, bro. But I'm a huge history nerd, right? I'm so in history. This was like a highlight of the year when this dropped.
My name in months and titles, no, I'm the man they admire. I gone forge the flames of empires. Don't wanna fuck with a Caesar. Big leader, Res Republic, current console speaker. Colosseum, cause I'm the son of fate. They're doing center stage, but they were stuck in the bleachers. Hate your teachers, so go learn some etiquette. They play like Shakespeare, heavy verse and rhetoric. The pop talking till he hurt his head. A bit a king to a slave, but they verse and rhetoric. Never did it easy, I've been coming into battle like it's Venevici. Bella on the commentary, I got records written neatly. Got the money like a crisis hit in London to the masses. They can call me a dictator, cause the sinner getting needy. Even better when you see me leaving session like I see these other members of the continent are getting it like maybe hitting Cleo down and each
so good. Like it's such like a tight scheme. I don't even watch streamers, but Connor Dog is my favorite streamer. I don't watch streamers either. This is like elite ball knowledge type of rap, dude. I feel like I'm like I'm like talking to I'm the only one in the world this exists for. Because every time I bring it up, people are always like, I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? And I feel like schizo every time. Because like I know it's real. Like I've been there. Anyway, that is the 2025 Nerdcore award show. I know that segment nobody enjoyed because it was just like a me segment, but maybe I put y'all on, bro. There are some Chainsaw Man songs, bro. Like he has Chainsaw Man specific songs, so you guys might like it. Like that might be your gateway. Yeah, you know, it tapped in. The Mocking About Command was pretty good. You should know what Nerdcore is for real. I know, dude. I need someone in the comments to know already. But all right, I think that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this segment. I'm glad you enjoyed this segment. I enjoyed this segment because I love nerdcore music, bro. But yes, that is gonna be it for me today. I'm glad. Thanks you guys for enjoying. I'm glad we could go through this, and I hope you guys are excited for the channel. I'm super excited. So I hope everyone has a good day. I hope everyone takes it easy.